as we go along with this, I'm going to be letting you guys know a little bit more about where to watch these lives and how this works. But these are going to be personal stories and lead ins for other things. I'm going to be doing other podcasts with other guests and content creators. But this is really just me kind of getting to work out the details on the content creation for use with the artificial intelligence engines that will produce the content and the keywords and descriptions for the SEOs and the meta searches for the advertising. So you guys are kind of watching along, and I appreciate that you guys are here. So that's just a kind of a 1 minute lead in. And the topic that I'm going to pick today is going to be real estate agents, markets, and rates. And for anybody that doesn't know, there's a big thing going on with how much real estate agents charge to sell homes. And the reality is that when you buy and sell a home, the standard rate has been 6%. And the 6% rate traditionally has been used to split with the buyer and the seller. So the seller real estate agent is responsible for helping the homeowner decide how much the house is worth and help with staging the home and any other little ancillary duties, not the least of which is advertising it on the multi-listing service and doing flyers at the house and putting it up on the internet, and mailing out catalogs. And we don't do a lot of that stuff anymore. The buyer's agent has been responsible for getting in their Cadillac or their Lincoln and driving around to the open houses, showing the homes to prospective buyers, resulting in lots and lots of time to and fuel charges and lunches and different things like that to bring a buyer to the seller's agent and the seller. So I know I'm going to make people mad. And I don't have an intention of making people mad. And whenever I have an open forum, I'm happy to discuss some of these concepts with people. I'm not going to argue with anybody about anything, but our world has changed significantly. And the buyer's agents do not have to spend nearly as much time to bring a buyer. The internet has exploded with ways for buyers to see properties on their own. As a buyer, I can look at realtor.com, Zillow, any number of different places and get a very good look at what's going on with a house. And oftentimes, I can look at a house and tell immediately that I don't want anything to do with this house. I don't need to have a realtor take me there. I can look at Google Maps and I can see the view, and I can see that the house is right next to a garbage dump or whatever thing that I don't like about it, and I can view that home on my own, and I don't need to have the real estate agent's help. And the real estate agent doesn't need to help me know what schools are in the area. That information about the homes is much easier for me to obtain on my own, and the client can look at 50 homes in a certain zip code and then decide on one or two homes that they need to go tour with the real estate professional. And that doesn't really need to even be the case, but that's the way it is now, because a lot of times we have showings that need to be with a real estate professional with a license. And that may change as well. They may have showing specialists that make a lot less money, that are just like security guards, that are meant to just show the property and make sure that somebody doesn't steal anything out of the house when they go look at it. The electronic access to the homes with the lock boxes and the phone codes and that kind of thing are pretty good. So I think, and this is just me talking, but I think what we're going to see is big websites that are bringing buyers to real estate customers, and they're going to do it for a flat fee. There'll be a big website, and it'll be, here's the buyers, and they'll interface with the seller's agents, and there'll be a small fee for negotiating the contract with the homeowners, and it'll be good, better, best, and however much negotiation help you need, you'll buy that. And I'm afraid it's not going to be 3%. It's not going to be, $1 million house. 3% of $1 million house is, quite a bit of money. And so we need to get ready for that. And the home sellers are going to be in the same situation, because uploading the photographs and doing that kind of thing, you have more savvy buyers who don't need to have the glamour shots of the house as much as you get the meat and potatoes of what's going on with it. And then you've got some people viewing it, but things are changing. And I am I'm a licensed real estate agent, and I've never charged anybody more than 1% to do a real estate deal for them if I was doing it. But that's just my own personal feeling. I do it to help people. I'm an investor, and I work with people. People should get paid what they need to get paid. And I'm not trying to say who should charge what. I'm just telling you there's going to be a change in rates. Right now, you're paying for expertise in the marketplace. And right now I'm going to give you some free advice. If you're a realtor, a mortgage broker, or a customer, I want to tell you where there's a blockage in the market, and that blockage in the dam of the marketplace is that mortgage rates are so high that everybody that has a 3% mortgage or lower is not selling. They're not selling, they're waiting. Okay. They don't want to upgrade house. They don't want to move house. They don't want to do anything, because if you have a $300,000 house and you have a 3% mortgage, and then you move to a different place, and you get an 8% mortgage, your monthly payment's going to go up dramatically, and so you can't really do much with that house, because any refinancing or rebuying or doing something else, it's going to trigger the due on sale clause. And that means that you're going to have to refinance that balance of that loan. So there's two things that we're working with in the marketplace right now. If we're buyers, sellers, mortgage agents, or we're active in the market at all, and those are the 2 Ds, the double Ds. The first D is divorce. Unfortunately, when we get divorced, we have to split up the assets. And in the case of the single family home, that means we're going to have to sell the home, and that's where the inventory is going to come from. And the home's going to need to be refinanced anyways. And so as people are going through divorce, we're going to find some houses that are available for those buyers that are looking. There is a app that I give to my clients at a very significant discount that handles divorce arbitration and splits up assets. And one of the things that we're finding is if we can save money on the divorce, and that's good for everybody, but if we can save money on the divorce, this computer program, this application allows for a non-contentious divorce, and allows you guys to save a bunch of legal, to where you can buy down your rates on your next house that you need to do, save that money, and pay it into, bettering that situation for everybody involved. So again, this is normally a very expensive product for divorce. I get it for a discount because I'm a volume dealer. So just email me and, put divorce and real estate in the title at mark@marketinghope.com. And I will help you through that situation to find a realtor anywhere you live in the United States, or help get you out that discount on your product of the divorce product. So the second D is death, and the death situation causes a due on sale situation as well. And if there's 3 kids, say, once the original owner of that property dies, the bank does not want the loan to transfer. As a matter of fact, a lot of banks are going to be buying people out of loans and say, hey, look, if you pay 80% of your loan off, we'll give you a discount, on your loan. Pay 90% of it and we'll forgive 10% of it because there's carry costs on the loan. They want to rent it out at 8% instead of 3%. So they're not just going to let somebody just assume a loan because somebody died, even though banks are wonderful people. They're not. And so that forces a sale in a market that somebody would rather not sell. So that's where the inventory is going to come from until the rates come down. So as we're actively participating in the marketplace, and we're looking for inventory and we're forecasting where the deals are coming from, that's going to be a fruitful place for people to be doing business in real estate. How much the commissions are going to be paid, I think that we're in a very, very, actively fluctuating situation, and the realtors that are selling, that are bringing more value, are going to be getting more money. The realtors that are not bringing value are not going to be getting paid huge sums of money just because they have a license to do that job. The real estate agents are going to have to prove their worth going forward. So have a great day. And that's story time for today. And I know it's kind of a contentious thing that's going on for everybody with the lawsuit. And, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I'll talk to you later.